The Hitchhiker. Beneath a canopy of rustling leaves, I stumbled out of the dense forest, my heart pounding in my chest. Relief washed over me as my eyes fell upon the asphalt of a deserted road. Exhausted and disheveled, I began walking down the road, my legs heavy with fatigue. The sound of an approaching car filled the air, and I squinted into the distance, eager for a sign of human life. As the vehicle drew nearer, I could make out the shape of a light blue truck, a nostalgic model that seemed almost out of place in the modern world. My thoughts turned to the nearest gas station or town, and I realized that I would never make it on foot. The shadow of hitchhiking horror stories loomed large in my mind, but I decided to take the risk, hoping the driver would be kind enough to offer me a ride. The truck's driver noticed my outstretched thumb and slowed down, bringing the vehicle to a gentle stop. Gratefully, I opened the passenger door and climbed in, feeling a wave of relief when I saw that the driver was a friendly-looking guy around my age. "Thanks for stopping. My name is Tom," I said, my voice hoarse from exhaustion.
Hi there, my name is Tim.
The driver replied, flashing me a warm smile. I glanced around the truck's interior, appreciating the retro design. "This is a nice truck you have here. You don't see many of these classics around." Tim laughed.
She's not that old. She still has plenty of life in her.
"Thanks again, man. I really didn't want to walk all the way home from here."
No problem at all. What were you doing all the way out here?
I went hunting with a friend and got lost in the forest. I was wandering for hours. I'm guessing my friend went back to get help. And you're not going to believe this. A bear started charging at me, and I ran for my life. I must have tripped and fell and hit my head or something. Next thing I know, I'm waking up at night in the forest. Tim listened with wide eyes, saying,
Whoa, a bear. That's scary.
"Yeah, I managed to pick myself up and walk to the road. Lucky for me, you happened to drive by. Where are you headed, by the way?"
There's a town near here. I'm heading there to surprise my girlfriend. I just found out that I'm going to be a father.
"Congratulations, man," I exclaimed.
Thanks. I'm pretty excited and scared at the same time. I hope I'll be a good father.
Tim confessed, his hands tightening around the steering wheel. I smiled reassuringly. "I'm sure you'll be a great dad. What's your girlfriend's name, by the way? I live around here too, and I might know her."
She lives in Oconto. Her name is Jenny.
Tim said, his voice filled with affection. My eyebrows shot up in surprise. "That's where I'm from. Small world. What's her last name? Maybe I do know her."
Her last name is Adams.
My face paled, my previous amusement turning to disbelief. "That's not funny, dude."
What are you talking about?
Tim asked, his brow furrowing in confusion. "Jenny Adams? That's my mom's name. There's only one Jenny Adams in town, and that's my mom." Tim glanced at me, his expression a mix of bewilderment and concern.
I'm confused. I've been seeing her for months.
"Whoever put you up to this is an asshole," I spat, my voice shaking. "This isn't funny. My mom used to date a guy named Tim, and he drove an old blue truck just like this one. She still holds on to old pictures of him. That guy was my father, but he died in a car crash on the way to visit her before I was born." An oppressive silence settled over the truck's cab as we processed the implications of our conversation. The air grew heavy, as if charged with an otherworldly energy.
I don't think you survived that bear attack. And I don't think I ever made it to town.
Thank you for listening to this terrifying twist tale. Please support this channel by liking and subscribing.